Yes, this is where John and I started working outside on a bench
Yes.
on a rough table.
Yes.
3 years ago?
3 years ago, that was 2012.
2012.
And the people were coming here, getting their medicine. It was wonderful. It was wonderful beginning. Now today we have got an office now, and we thank God for that.
In 2010, I was introduced to a group of pastors from all parts of Africa, very concerned about the lack of medicine in their countries. There's a tremendous shortage, a desperate shortage of medicine in Africa, and this makes these countries vulnerable to epidemic diseases, life-threatening conditions, and also there's need for preventive medicine. All of this is very expensive, which most African countries can't afford.
Between the hospital and the village, there is a huge ground, a huge open area which needs to be filled with some form of medical treatment. And homeopathy, being what it is, can fill that gap.
This excessive growth suggests that in its
Elvia has now been practicing homeopathy for 45 years, and in that time has spent many, many years in the townships of South Africa practicing homeopathy. So she has vast experience in clinical application of homeopathy. So I see her vision of expanding that into Africa.
5 months.
This is how it was, and it is like reducing a bit.
These nodules seem to be
See?
smaller there.
He was taken to a hospital and they took all the tests. They said the blood is fine. Then after that, they just gave him the painkiller and that's all.
Orthodox medicine cannot keep up because of the education requirements of orthodox medicine and the financial implications of orthodox medicine. It cannot keep up in Africa. It hasn't been able to, and I doubt it will be able to in the future.
Our mission with Elvia is this medicine which is bringing, this medicine which is powerful, this medicine which can be shared even to other people. This medicine is very simple and very quick to give to people and very quick to heal than people making queues in hospitals just getting a Panadol. I've seen people with HIV suffering, others like they stay very far with hospitals, they cannot get the medicines. Elvia's medicine is very good.
So this young girl has been on ARVs for 6 years. Last year got TB, and this came on after the treatment for the TB.
3 things about homeopathy which are so important. 1, it works. It really is very valuable and powerful medicine. Secondly, it is safe because there are no side effects, there are no sell-by dates. It is totally safe, and because of that can be used by lay practitioners. And then the third very important thing is it is inexpensive medicine.
I've seen a lot of people with different issues. And 3/4 of people that we've seen this morning, they are complaining they are HIV positive. This medicine, it's an immune medicine, MRI. It's an immune medicine, not just that is HIV, no, with TB, coughing.
It's not bitter, but it's very sweet. Is it bitter?
In about 1908, a missionary school of medicine was started in London at the Royal Homoeopathic Hospital. And there they trained missionaries going to all parts of the world. Homeopathy was taken to many countries. Amongst these were Latin America and India. And today, India produces our most skilled professors of homeopathy.
If one thinks that in India there are over 100,000 homeopathic doctors, there are homeopathic hospitals, it is at the moment the center of homeopathy in the world. And the education in homeopathy has grown from a small base. of the Mission School of Medicine. So that too can happen in Africa.
In 6 or 7 countries in Africa, we have started the Mission School of Medicine. There are rural lay people who are using homeopathic remedies to great advantage, saving many lives. Because of the safety of homeopathy, one can teach the lay people the use of very effective medicine.
If one limits the remedies down to 20 odd remedies, then one has a very simple scope of practice.
Homeopathy is well suited to mass medication through near-specific remedies.
Cholera, Ebola, swine flu.
In Zambia, we've got a lot of malaria. Malaria can kill people more than HIV. It's the season of rain season, there's cholera. I've seen people with, let's say, diarrhea, vomiting. When you give them these remedies, it's really helping.
Being operated in Zimbabwe, it costs a lot of money. These remedies are working wonders. We got a lot of testimonies, women with fibroids who are about to be operated, and we gave them some thuya, sulfur, and the next thing they go back, no operation.
This is my wife, and she had cysts. There's nothing right now. No operation, no one.
This is a soft growth that's been there for 12 years, and it looks quite threatening, burgeoning. That's much less.
So it's going down.
I'm happy. I just want to comment this guy. He helped me a lot. Your medicine are very powerful. So now I showed them, look, it is now getting smaller and smaller. I throw this away.
No. It's a nice help.
You can go so far now that you have started. It all depends on you. I found the opportunity to reintroduce missionary medicine, which we then called the Mission School of Medicine, and it worked through the churches.
I came to know Elvia in 2010 when we went for a church conference in South Africa, Cape Town. And she told us a story about these medicines, and I was one of the guys who were in that group who was interested, and we were given a chance to meet her and start the lessons.
When my friend says, okay, there is a program of homeopathy in Zambia, then I said, yeah, I have the passion with the sick, but I don't understand homeopathy. I have to go and see what it is all about.
All applaud him. All applaud him. He is now a health.
Yeah, it's now getting a bit better.
How can she eat? How can she She can eat?
Yes, she can eat.
Before she couldn't eat? Before she couldn't eat. How long ago did you start treatment?
We have 2 weeks. So she was now able to talk, able to eat. I read the books. Then I said, no, it's not me. I cannot do this. The challenge came through within my family. My mother, she was being admitted almost every month, suffering from kidneys. We're mixing some drops, just a drop with water. I had no faith with them. So when I saw my mom is now discharged from hospital, and we waited for a month, I have seen no more problems. Then I started to say, okay, so these medicine are real. So I started to use them within my family.
Her CD4
count
was 20.
Yes, that
February.
was in February.
Yes.
But in November,
Yes.
after I gave the remedy, it went up to
435.
Yes.
In November. And then
Then
in
it
May.
went to
In May, it was 1,281.
Yes. But But he's doing well now, you can see.
Yeah, I can see you are.
At that time, he was bedridden and was admitted in hospital, and the hospital says we have nothing to do with this patient. We have to take him home. We had to give him MRI. Couldn't walk, couldn't eat.
Because myself, I usually testify, telling them that you see me, the moment I fell ill, 2 months in bed. Look at the situation I am today.
He's not taking any drug and was saying, you know, your water, for me to be alive is because of this water. Then I said, no, it's not water, it's medicine. Yeah.
Myself, as a leader in the community, so a lot of people come to me for assistance. I refer them to him, and they are getting well. I was supposed to be in there already, but God didn't allow it. Through yourselves.
Good for you.
Sure, but if I sleep as a normal
You're going to
person.
be very famous by the time we need a box for you.
Whenever I see them walking, I feel my spirit happy because I saved someone.
And these medicines, when we are giving them to people, we are not asking for any amount of money. It's just to help people to see that in our communities, people are getting healed. In our communities, people's health is good.
At least my available, no.
Have you seen improvement after you took the medicine?
There's much improvement now. I'm feeling better.
Yeah. This is good. There's a lot of improvement. Yes, when I came here, I found Mr. Perry was very much ill.
Yeah, at least now I'm feeling okay. But at first, I couldn't even walk because the pain, it was paining too much. But now I can able to ride the bicycle, I can able to move, I can walk, I can work.
What we've managed to create here in Zambia is there are now 3 recognized people. From those 3 people, the system is growing. The network is starting to spread out, and surprisingly rapidly through the communities.
Yeah, I've been spreading this news at my working place, in my community.
They can provide the much needed medicine in Africa today. They can stop epidemics, and they can treat and care for people en masse at very little expense.
We want to see people getting healed. We want to see people coming back on their feet. We want these medicines to come in our country, and we want these medicines to be known by many people.
Thank you very much. I'm very much encouraged, and I'm very much humbled with the work that you're doing. Very much humbled.
You humble me because you've really taken the challenge and you've done so well.
Thank you. Grateful,
Bless you.
grateful. May the Lord bless you.
Give me reports.
Yes, I'll be writing reports. Thank you. Guy. My doctor.
It's good to
Oh,
see
thank you.
here at your home country.